Yes, welcome again. So, Mr. Conte, this na the corn.
Yeah, na the corn.
Na the corn this.
Yes.
So why you plant corn?
Well, I dey plant the corn for the creatures they want it.
Why you not plant other plant? Why na corn you plant?
Well, I get the interest of for plant other
But
thing them.
for now na corn.
Yes.
Okay. So how did they plant corn?
Well, the corn now, like during the dry season, we dey make heaps them.
Okay.
We dey make the heaps them, then we dey dig holes them.
Okay.
So them holes there, na there you dey plant the seed. When it germinate, you dey do watering.
Okay. So how long this corn they take?
But this na 3 months.
3 months.
This na 3, as you don't see now, we dey produce now.
Okay.
As you dey see now, we dey produce.
Okay. So what are the challenges when they get panen corn there? When are the challenge? When are the problem
Well,
when
the
they
main
get?
challenge is there now. Then if you go see, you dey see now, when I come now, as you dey see now, the insects and they affect them.
Okay. Who's can insect in this?
Now flies.
Flies there.
Now flies.
Okay.
Now flies. Well, like that one there now.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they see,
Mm-hmm.
then one day and at the same time I plant them.
Plant there.
But
Okay.
then one day and at the termites them.
The insect and they make any
Yeah.
they go strong.
Yeah.
They not will grow fine.
Right, yeah.
So they were with the left. So they don't boil or
No,
they
they're not boil it. They're not boil. Always they apply fertilizer. Then
okay,
then
the fertilizer they make
them
they mature.
Yes, they mature well.
Okay, so apart from them in termite then fly, which other problem you get they encounter?
Well, the problem now, one, the labor.
Labor.
Then two, then
The labor for waiting for the labor for the planting or labor for watering.
the labor for watering. The labor for watering.
Okay. So the climate change they affect you and the sun they affect you now.
Oh, well, that is the main problem. That's the main problem. Because then one day, well, this like as we see now this evening, for can water.
So if you know water, they die.
No, they die immediately. But if you know water, like one day, making two now, oh, termites then they disturb us.
They disturb. Okay, so the watering they disturb, the watering they drape the.
Yes, they prevent the termites from affecting.
So
plant.
before the other years, when I be the experience like the soil, the dry so.
Yeah.
Other years they be there so.
Yeah. But this year, na the worst.
Okay. So but you dig well there around there for.
Yeah, the well then.
Okay, low inside the well then the low see how the well. Okay. Okay.
But this now one come dividend is there.
Okay, another well.
Yeah.
You want dig well.
Now the other one is.
Okay. Well this well is not dry. Well, it's full.
The other one there under.
Okay, the other well.
Yes, the other one in there under.
Okay. So when a pepper plantation. Okay. So what else you plant around there? Now just corn no more?
No, me plant this pepper.
The pepper?
Yeah.
Okay. But
and the last cassava sticks the way I've been telling you of. No, I didn't this.
Okay, the cassava sticks. Yes. Okay, but the weather need affect them.
Now the termites the more they affect me.
Okay. But we see this young pepper, they look big. They look fresh than the other peppers we saw the other side.
Different types of variety. Well, if you look down there in variety, well, look this back. This young variety, it will not be the same. This is bigger than that one day.
Oh. So they are not due to harvest yet.
They're young.
So why pepper they come out fine in this area? Then another side at the cheap at the area, pepper they come out fine there.
Well, now due to the land.
The land.
Okay. Some areas in there, na boli land. It mixed with clay.
Okay.
It mixed with clay.
Okay.
It mixed with clay. And when the soil is clay, the plant, it germinate. Okay. But the roots them, not they penetrate.
When a clay.
Yes.
Okay. So but this now which soil this? This na clay?
This na loamy.
Loamy
soil.
Okay.
Loamy soil.
Okay, so most of the swamp areas are clay soil.
Like we own area na loamy. Loamy soil.
Because I admire the pepper. They are really fresh. They are really fresh. So, but what about the cassava? They are not due to harvest yet. How long? How long will the cassava take?
The cassava na 6 months.
6 months. This cassava.
Yes, na 6
So after
months.
6 months, you will
You
harvest
harvest.
it.
Yes, you harvest.
Okay. Okay. So what about the? You said you plant beans.
Yeah, but they far off from me now.
Okay.
Yanda be abi one low go there, but it far. The yanda pass will pull me like una for pull una waka.
Okay. Do you want us to go there?
Imodi.
So. Okay. Okay. So all here is pepper.
Yeah, yeah.
So you plant during the dry season. What about the rainy season?
Now, like the rainy season now, we not the plant here because the
A swamp.
Yes.
As soon then they are not planting anything here.
No, the rainy season now, what we the plant here, we broadcast nursery.
Nursery.
Yes, for transplant na the swamp.
The swamp.
Yes.
Okay. So after the rainy season, dry season, you plant back here.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a community land or just owned by other families?
It is owned by another family.
Okay. 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 No problem. I see this area is more fertile than the other area we saw. It's more fertile.
Yeah, the only problem with it is we are the termites.
Termites.
The termites, them, the big one there. Okay, an example now. Come video. Okay, now we don't destroy this. And they destroy and so.
Okay. They eat the root or just the leaf?
Now from the roots, then they eat them. From the tap roots, then they eat and take them up. Where they need. Well, now this you don't begin for my child.
Don't begin for my child.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but this will still grow.
Well, this now pass. If I get for come at the time, dig all this area. Then apply enough water.
Okay, so you go will stand again.
Yes.
Okay. 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 But I don't know, you or any other farmer in this area, do you have any knowledge about climate change or any training before?
I don't know.
So, farmer in this area, I don't know anything about climate change.
Yes.
So you just plant. When it's rainy season, you plant. When dry season, you plant.
Yeah.
So no matter what problem you encounter, you just plant. So what about if this like flooding in this area? What do you do?
Well, time of flooding, would they migrate?
Okay, go another area.
Yes, like if you don't flood, they left this area, we go
to another area. Yes. During the drying season,
then during the rainy season it floods. The dry season now we come back.
Okay. Okay. So let me say this corn. How what is the time period? The corn. You said 3 months.
It's 3 months.
3 months.
This one is 3 months.
3 months.
It's 3 months.
So they are now how many months?
This 2 months.
2 months. These
2 months.
2 months.
These ones that are producing now.
2 months.
It's 2 months. These ones is 1 month.
So you will not harvest them together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, no problem. It's good. It's good. So when do you expect to harvest this corn?
Well, by the end of this month.
End of this month. You start to harvest some of this corn.
Some of it. Those that are produced.
Okay. So then you wait. So what is causing this leaf?
Insect.
The termites?
Not termites. Flies.
But it will not affect the growth of the plant.
It will not.
So what is the difference between this, the ones that are eating this, and the termites?
Well, the difference is, the termites now they destroy the plant.
They destroy the plant.
Yes, they damage the plant. While
okay, they go for the roots.
The roots.
The roots, they destroy the
while
roots.
the flies now they are only eating the leaves.
The leaves.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Conte. Well, no problem. Thank you very much. So what else do you want to show us around the farm that you want people to know? Or what do you want people to know? Or what kind of assistance will you need from?
Well, in terms of agriculture, one of the assistance is the labor.
Labor.
Then two.
When you say labor, which kind of labor? What do you mean, labor?
Well, labor in the workload.
Workload.
Wherein you have to hire
People.
Then when you hire people, you pay them. And in our area here, we used to feed them.
Okay, you pay them and also you feed them back.
Yes. You pay and feed them. And the cost of a single person to work for you is 50 leons.
50 leons?
50.
50 leons?
Yeah.
You pay them 50 leons to work.
Feed them again.
Feed them. So for how many hours do they work?
They will work for 3-4 hours.
3-4 hours.
Yes.
So after 3-4 hours, you pay them 50 leons and you also cook for them.
Yes.
So what about you if you give them the money and you don't cook for them?
Well, they will only work for one or 1.5 hour.
It's over.
Yes.
But do you have the manpower, or is in terms of the financial problem you are encountering?
I do not.
Okay, you don't have the manpower, yes. And also the financial.
Yes,
yes.
Yes.
So what else again? What's in terms of, because the other area they appeal for maybe fertilizer, this.
Yeah, and now you cannot even make a garden wherein you don't need fertilizer.
So what type of fertilizer do you use?
We use 2 types of fertilizer. We use the 15-15 and the urea.
Urea.
Yes.
Okay, to plant.
Yes.
So, and it's very expensive now.
And now presently the cost of a bag is 1,350,000
for a bag.
A bag.
And at times you need more than 10 or. So every plantation you do in this area, you should apply fertilizer.
Fertilizer, yes.
So without applying fertilizer,
automatically you will not succeed.
Okay.
You will not see good yield.
Okay. So that is only assistance you need to.
Yeah.
So what do you want to tell people about agriculture? Is there any benefit in agriculture?
There is about, let me say, 85% benefit in agriculture. One, agriculture sustain the family. Then 2, especially like we the subsistence farmers, we farm at the end to sustain the family.
Okay, so your farming you do in this area is to sustain your family, yes, not for commercial purposes.
Yeah. Like myself, I'm not doing commercial.
Okay, you only do farming to sustain. So all this is to sustain your family.
No, this one is different from mine.
Okay.
This one is different. This is a project. This is a project.
Okay.
Wherein.
Okay. Well, you are saying this corn. You are talking about all this corn.
The corn and the pepper. Okay. It's a project.
Okay. Okay, it's a project. So from here to there, the corn. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, but if you have the opportunity, are you willing to go into commercial farming?
I'm willing.
So what do you need if you want to go into, let me say someone wants to say, okay, I will assist you, or I will help you, or I will collaborate or work with you for us to establish a big commercial farming. So what advice will you give?
Well, the advice I will give to the individual, first and foremost, I need financial support. I need financial support. And the second point is I need fertilizer, enough fertilizer. Because if you say you succeed, it's through the support of the fertilizer. And now if you look at our soils, there are sometimes you succeed.
Sometimes you fail.
Sometimes you fail. But through the application of fertilizer,
you will succeed.
So
are you willing to collaborate with other people in order for you? So but what type of farming do you think people can help you with? What type of farming do you want to do that people can support you, people can help you? And how in turn will, if they support you, how will the community benefit?
Well, first to start with, my intention is to do mangrove farming. Then, because in our own area, this gardening, we used to do it during the dry season.
Okay, so please tell what the location is, the name of this place, so people will know that when you talk about mangrove farming.
This is the Boli land.
Boli land. Yeah. Boli land. What the name of the place?
This Fembera.
Fembera. Boli land.
Yes.
Okay.
Or we say the Raffia Palm.
The Raffia Palm.
Swamp.
Yes. Okay.
Raffia Palm swamp.
So you want to say that the land is there. You have the land to do the farming, but you only need the financial support in terms of fertilizer, seeds, and maybe labor.
Yes.
Okay, so well, that's good. That's good. Well, viewers out there can see, and if they have any intention or interest, I think they will contact you.
No problem.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.